weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first look here for DJ Dallas. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run here with Dallas. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
First down. He'll drop to throw it. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon.
The pass complete to Chris Herndon.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's now.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Dallas. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 2.
At the
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Down and sacked.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down.
Right there, 54, right there. 54.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5.
The pass.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Down and less than a yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Seahawks 3, Vikings nothing.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, 1 possession, 1 drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Snell, and he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
from the gun on 3rd down. Snell. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And for the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
12 yards there and a first down.
12. First down, Vikings.
Operating from the gun. Snell, and Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 11. From the gun, Snell. Tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Operating from the gun, Snell, and Rudolph has it left side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, the 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 20.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Snell. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And
they'll look to throw again. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
That'll be complete to Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Snell. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again, as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So that drive goes 8 plays.
7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where it was the visiting Bengals who were able to come away with the road victory. Joe Mixon, a strong game running the football, 118 yards on the ground. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Austin Eckler, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. 28-14 was your final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
For 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw on 2nd down. Snell. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Snell setting up the screen for Cook. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Steps away, and he's going to keep it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. And I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
To number 17. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, this will be Dallas. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Once again, it's Dallas. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out now come the Vikings. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Snell over the middle here to Rudolph. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down. Looking to throw. Snell, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Snell. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Snell to Jefferson on the slant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Minnesota.
Operating from the gun, Snell. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Alton Robinson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, Snell. And he'll find Thielen on the right side.
Complete.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Snell. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe, because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
17. Vikings 10.
All All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
25-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
By Michael Pierce.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up
Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On 3rd down, here's Dallas. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down on the scoreboard. Just over 1:40 to play. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
On 4th down, Snell.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Snell's pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's Goose.